If you're new to New World and are looking for a crazy powerful build, the best new player build for New World, this is it. Watch this. This is the Hatchet Life Staff build, the one I'm using right now. I'm fighting a monster 5 levels above me and with no special equipment, just the basics. So here we go. This is Kitty Cat, level 23. I'm level 18. And just with the hatchet and sacred ground, I'm going to tear him a new one. So bye-bye, little guy. And also, in addition to this, this character is very good for fighting these little named guys, too. Watch, this is named guy. I'm going to pop everything, the beacon. I'm going to pop the orb protection and go to town with him with all my hatchet abilities. And watch me tear right through this guy. And look at how little damage I take. So this is what you want. This is the ultimate casual build for all you guys out there that are new players to New World and just want to get in and have fun and not worried about getting killed all the time. Once again, it is for PvE. PvP is a whole different ball game. It's about skills and things like that, and about ganking people and being sneaky. But this is about killing mobs. And if you're a PvE player, this is for you. So now, that's how it goes. And let's get into how this is built out. So first things first, this is the stats over there. 269 gear score at level 9 at the level, and we have strength 49 and focus 42. So I put the stats into strength and focus like that. You can see the things I have, all the things I got here except for the hatchet were picked up in the trading post. Somebody made the steel hatchet for me. It's very nice. And you can see this is just stuff. Sometimes you can buy this stuff for 20 gold. I mean, it's just crazy how cheap you can buy, because people are crafting, they're making so much of this stuff and they just dump it out there for pennies on the dollar. So you can get some good bargains out there, better than some of the mobs are even dropping. Once again, skills 49 strength, 42 focus. If you put more in focus, that will be good. Like, let's just say you're in a group situation, I would go a little bit more in focus to help heal the group if you're in a situation. First things you got to look at, the ones you want to get are orb of protection over there, that green one. And that is one of the ones you have to get to open up the protector line to get beacon. Beacon's very, very powerful right here, because sometimes you can get items that'll boost that too. But first one to get is you want to get absolved. So get yourself absolved, because this makes heavy and light attacks free mana. Then you're going to go sacred ground. This is the second one I would go right there. And when you get sacred ground, that's really good. And this isn't as important, the holy ground right here. So you could even go orb of protection next if you want, but I just work all the way down the healing line like you see, absolved, sacred ground, and go that way. Later on, there's other options you can have that are nice, that'll increase the heavy attacks, but I wouldn't really go for those. I would go for those 3 squares first. Beacon on the far right, orb of protection on the top, and sacred ground. Beacon you want to build out 2 below that, and sacred ground build out those 2 below that, because you want to get this one that heals more. And orb of protection, you just get one of these because you only have so many points in doing this. So you get infused light is really nice, and then radiance blessing is very good. You don't need speed of light or anything. Save the point for something else. Later on you have enough points to get everything, so don't sweat it. Just get what you can get and build it out just like this in the get-go, and that will be a good new player build. Next thing we're going to do is go over to Hatchet. Hatchet's real easy. You're just going to go Berserko. That one you need. That's a no-brainer. And you're going to get to 2 below it, because why? Well, the movement speed is nice, but here's the one you want to get. Look at this thing here. It gains a portion back after it hits, which is really good, because even that little bit will help a lot. Raging Torrent, get this, it hits 4 times in a row. So you can see the amount of points I have over there as 6. So this will put you about kind of where I am. So when you're about my level, you'll be here. So I would go Berserk, work down those 2 right there, and then get Raging Torrent like that, and then that should be good. That's pretty much all you really need. So this is how you're going to use it here. First thing, you drop the sacred ground down and you go ahead and you blast away at him. The reason why I drop the sacred ground is because you never know what's going to happen. Like this guy here, and these guys can be kind of tough at your level, and they may all pop up like this, but if you got sacred ground here, that's like your little insurance policy right there. See how I'm just staying alive and whacking them? Also, make sure you eat a food like a travel ration. That will help in your healing. Notice it's bringing it up, and when you have a little lull in the battle, pop sacred ground again before your next battle. And there's a couple other tricks that I'm going to go into when using the sacred ground. You got to be aware of a few things. You need to be inside the sacred ground to be healed. Beacon, on the other hand, you can just pop them with Beacon and it follows them around and it heals you. So now that everything is up, we're going to go up here, and here we go. There's a bad guy. Drop the Sacred Ground, and then go ahead and hit him with Orb Protection and Beacon. You should have awesome healing. It's also important to try to keep your back to the wall in this case in a fight like this, because this way you're going to get healed and you won't get knocked out of the aura, which is really bad. If you get knocked out of the aura, you receive no healing at all, and then that's not going to be good. I mean, you're still going to be good, but not as good as you would. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do this again, and sometimes, you know, some mobs are harder than others, but you can see right here we can zap them. I mean, we're still going to kill them with the hatchet, but you could, if you were patient enough, you could kill him with the life staff. That's why I recommend leveling up the life staff very, very early. Get that thing leveled up while it's easy, because hatchet you're going to be using a lot later in the game. That gets leveled up later on. So try to use this earlier, like when you're just fighting like little wolves and stuff like that. It's very, very easy to get leveled up, and get this up because this will keep you alive, and then you can get that hatchet going. But look at how easy I'm just tearing right through this guy. I don't even have to use the special abilities, but you know, like one of our players said, is when you get a bunch of these guys, you know, no matter what you are, just pop out the hatchet. And here we go. Let's fix his wagon. And this guy, look at that. If you can do it this way too. You could come in and pop your buffs first and your power-ups, and then go and tear him a new one. You don't even need no healing on this at all. But now you're going to see this. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Now you've seen it a couple times. You can see how this goes. Switch over to the weapon and just proceed to tear him up. And this is great. Remember, you can kill stuff about 5-6 levels above you with that. And just like I said, stuff you get at the trading post, you can go and get it. No problem. Wait for your cooldowns to come up and get him. And there we go. And take this guy down. Now, there are other builds like Great Axe and all that. I mean, I still think that's a okay build, but not like it used to be back in beta days. So I think that this, in my opinion, is the most powerful new player build. And it, like I said, if you are a new player and you're getting into the game, this is the one you want. You want to be this guy. You want to get this. So once again, if you are going to be playing in a group setting with other people, you have a couple options. You can respec for free at these low levels. What I would respec into, like I'm helping this dude out here, is I would go ahead and put the points in more into focus. It's really easy. You can take some out of strength and go to focus, because you have other guys that will need it. So for example, some teams will only have like one healer in there, and that can be used. So just be ready to respec when you need it. But if you're going for solo play, I would just go with a balance of DPS and healing, because you want to be able to kill these mobs in fast enough time. Alright guys, hope this helps. Let me know what you think, what your favorite build is. Like, subscribe, have fun playing the best game of the year.